All right, thank you everybody for listening in on our science PD for this upcoming week. My name is Melissa Radley and I am the demonstration teacher for science grades 3 through 5. We're using the FOSS kits focusing on fourth grade curriculum. So this week, what you guys will see with the students is the erosion and deposition part 2. So we're just going to look at the data we obtained from the stream table on charts, and then talk about how that erosion and deposition occurred and how do we know it occurred, looking at the different particles and where they are in the stream table. And you can see a couple of the landforms in the actual earth material. Once we finish up that, we go into what's called the shake test. So for the shake test, basically we're just taking some clay, sand, water, some gravel, and we're mixing it up. We're just shaking it in a vial with a cap on it for about 15 seconds at most, and then we let it settle. And while it's settling, the students are really going to see how those larger sediments and particles deposit to the bottom. So that just really reinforces what we saw in the erosion and deposition investigation of the stream table. So they just get a little bit of a closer look using a different model for that. After that, we get into the textbook. We don't read this word for word. I personally think it's redundant and a little boring for the kids. So what we do is we just kind of skim through it and we look at the photographs. I put a couple slides in of photographs for the students to see the different ways erosion and deposition help shape our earth and the landforms that they create. Once we're done with those 3 slides, we get into the science notebook. So we do, I think, a decent job helping modeling for the students how to complete this question. We tie in some ELA principles with the restate and crossing off the question words to help us form the beginning sentence. And then we ask that the students use those keywords such as erosion and deposition, and those are listed at the bottom of the chart. And again, we go through this one pretty much step by step in order for the students to really get that practice learning how to answer a constructed response in that science subject area. So that's what we are doing this week for the first lesson in science. I am going to go through and do the second screencast, and I will send that your way as well for our second lesson of the week.